John Simpson, before we talk about the play, yesterday coming back to Lords, big 100, what was it like returning back to your old stamping ground?
Yeah, it was always nice to obviously come back to Lords and yeah, obviously a special place, lots of incredible memories and obviously incredible friendships as well. Obviously nice. It's a little bit strange, obviously playing against most of the team I've sort of played obviously with last year, but also sort of likes of Sam Robson, who I sort of signed here with in 2008, and obviously Higo and Helmy and a few of the other boys. So yeah, very strange, but obviously incredible, special. Obviously place to play cricket, but also obviously very quite an emotional sort of reception coming onto the field yesterday. On Friday as well. So, but yeah, no, it's always, like I said, always nice to be back.
And how emotional was it when you went through to those three figures, John?
Yeah, it was obviously very satisfying, but I think once sort of got there, it's sort of then sort of try and get those bonus points, which we managed to do. So I think that was sort of more on my mind than actually worrying about getting 100, because it's kind of business-like a little bit. But as I said, obviously amazing to obviously get 100. But yeah, a little bit of a strange feeling to obviously do that against Middlesex. But yeah, obviously nice to sort of get that bonus point, as I said.
Let's talk about the game. A tough day for the bowlers today. Tough day for the bowlers throughout the match, to be honest.
It sure has. It's it's been a pretty placid pitch. There's not been a huge amount on offer for the seamers. Obviously, both sets of seamers have run in hard, and we've tried a few things. We've tried to mess around a little bit with the fields. We've obviously with the spinners as well. Just tried to have a little bit of a mess around with the field and just see if we can sort of prize a few wickets out. But as you say, there's not a huge amount on offer for a seam. Obviously, got the ball swinging for a small period of time, but then, as you say, there's a little bit of spin there now. But obviously sets up for an intriguing last day.
How difficult is it when you've got wickets aren't falling and you're trying to think, because you've batted a long time, you have to keep, you've got, you presumably think about bowling changes all the time. Does anyone take over or give you a hand?
Look, I think it's just a gut feel, because I guess as a batter, you're always sort of thinking, as a batter, and a keeper, I'm always sort of thinking about what don't I want to face and this stage of the game, and also where do I want the guys to hit the ball, and just come up with some simple plans, and then it's a case of just tweaking it. But I've got some couple of good people there, and obviously having Pudge and Olive Robinson to sort of bounce a few ideas off. So, but yeah, like I said, it's just one of those pitches where when there's not a huge amount off, you've got to try and think a little bit outside of the box, and just trying to come up with a few plans and sort of keep it a little bit niche at times, because I think you can just kind of keep going through the motions and nothing happens. But actually sometimes if you just put a few fielders in front and have like I did with a short leg, just push him a little bit further back for cast to Sam, just to see whether actually he might run down, one might spin down the leg side, just a few bits and pieces like that. Like I said, it's just a kind of a gut feel, but yeah, it's been a good 3-day toil, hasn't it, for both sets of teams.
You said an intriguing final day. Does that suggest there is more in this game than we're all thinking? It's going to be a draw, but might there be more in it?
Well, who knows? I think both teams will, think going to tomorrow trying to win the game. I think that's, I think from my perspective is how do we win this final day, and win the game. But obviously you've got to lay those 4 wickets, and then obviously potentially bat well second dig to put us in a position to try and prize 10 wickets later on, and later on tomorrow potentially. So look, who really knows? It's as I said, it sets an intriguing last day up, but we'll come together tomorrow, regroup tonight, and come and try and come up with a few plans, and hopefully make some inroads tomorrow morning.